financial decision, negative or positive, has impacted your life?
I would say a couple things on that. One, I think you should start a business. So one of the things that I've really learned, even if you're a W-2 employee out there like I was for many years, you should start that side hustle, start that business, and try to, the people that really build wealth in this life work for themselves. So at some point, you should start to transition over 1, 2, 3 years out of that W-2 job into this business that you're creating and building. And so, there's a lot of guys, that talk about this, you work your 9 to 5, and then from 5 to 9, you're building your business. And for a couple of years, you got to put in those hours, you got to put in the time to build that side hustle. But really for that's the way to build wealth. That's the way to save on taxes. You can write so many things off, from a tax perspective. But the one thing I will tell you is it's a lot harder to buy a house as an entrepreneur than it is as a W-2 employee. So make sure you get into at least your primary residence before you make that switch. But that was one thing that really, really exponentially moved me down the road, was starting a business. The other thing I would say is, taking control of your investments, in tax advantaged accounts, your IRAs, your Roth IRAs, moving that 401k from the job into your IRA, to what's called a rollover, as those things, and taking control where you can pick individual stocks and do some of these conservative options boosters that I call them. That dramatically started, the 9-10% average returns I was getting in my 401k and the mutual fund choices they gave me all of a sudden became 20 and 25% returns as soon as I took control. So now there's a learning curve there. So make sure that you get educated on it. Or if you have no desire, find the right financial advisor that understands individual stocks and things, and you can delegate this, for whatever, under 1% a year in assets under management, for the fees, you can have someone do this for you. But if you really love it, like I did, I was passionate about this. I was a finance undergrad. I was an MBA. I wanted to learn how to build wealth in the stock market and in investments. And so, the other thing that really moved the needle for me besides starting my own business was learning how to invest, and specifically into individual stocks and options trading.